4:18 this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Lacey Swope on what it's going to be like here in Oklahoma today. Some storms yesterday, too.
We had the severe weather yesterday, came crashing in from Kansas, impacted northeastern Oklahoma, and then another round flared up in the afternoon, had some wind damage there. But what happened with these storms is they crossed the border once again up in northern Oklahoma. They completely fizzled out. Marty Logan, Val Castor, Brandon Pinnell out for a while yesterday as those storms were rolling in from the north. Winds at times 60 to 70 miles per hour. Very intense lightning, and it was wall water with those supercells, but they fizzled. They fell apart, had a few showers in the far northwest, and that was it. Let me take you to radar and show you what we've got going on now. We've been tracking storms that have been severe in Nebraska. Those are going to make it into northeastern Kansas, making it away from Oklahoma. Not expecting severe weather with that system here. The bigger story is, yes, this. Look at the heat advisories from California all the way over into Florida, across the southern plains where you see the magenta. That's excessive heat warnings, where the heat index will top out around 110. Lucky Star Skycam Network live from downtown. Your Tuesday morning is starting off on a warm note. It's July in Oklahoma. This is what we do. We're not setting records. It's not like this is very uncommon. Unfortunately, when you get into the last weeks of July, first couple weeks of August, that's our hottest period of the entire year on average. And look at the lows this morning. It's 83 in Midwest City, 83 in Jones, 83 in Guthrie. The AC's working overtime all night to keep you cool when these temperatures don't drop off at night. And we're seeing 70s, upper 70s and 80s all across the region. South winds, they're up this morning. They're really going to pick up as we go through the day. That's something you'll notice different about your Tuesday, is it will be blustery into the afternoon. 92, it'll feel like a blow dryer. Southwest wind 15 to 25, gusts to 30 at times, and our high will top out right around 100 degrees. 103 in Alva, 103 Woodward, as hot as 106 down in Altus, 100 down to Durant. But there is some relief in sight. We're not seeing the heat dome just park itself over us and lock this pattern into place. The heat dome is strengthening today and tomorrow. Will be our hottest days. And then as we make our way into your, late Wednesday, this storm system approaches on the northern fringe of the heat dome, will bring us storm chances into Thursday morning and another round into your Friday morning. And Friday's storm really helps pull a cold front across Oklahoma, and that will bring in some cooler temperatures. The main heat dome gets shoved way back to the west, and we'll have an opportunity to stay below average for several days. A north wind in July, that knocks the humidity back out of here, brings us below average temperatures, and we'll have a north wind for a couple of days before we go back into the typical pattern by the middle to end of next week, and the heat builds. Now, there will be a chance for a few showers tonight and tomorrow morning. It's not locked in. It's a 20% chance coming in from the north. Lows tonight, mid-upper 70s once again. And then for tomorrow, here's your Wednesday. The boundary moves in, kind of drapes itself across northern Oklahoma. Maybe a couple degrees cooler, upper 90s, but 100 from Stillwater to OKC to 106 in Altus for your Wednesday. Tomorrow night, storms try to fire up in the Panhandle and will move up to the north. So there's a slight chance in northern portions of our state. Look dry in Oklahoma City tomorrow night. And then here's your Thursday. Thursday's when the cold front pushes in. Winds go from south to the north, highs in the low 90s in northern Oklahoma. Humidity won't be out of control. 95 OKC, we call it a not as hot front because it's still in the 90s. It's still hot. It's just not as excessive as where we are right now. In the evening hours, storm chances go up Thursday evening. Again, mainly in northern Oklahoma, 30% chance in OKC, but a few of the storms into your Thursday and maybe even into early Friday. So Thursday evening, Thursday night into Friday could produce some hail and wind, lots of lightning this time of year, and there is a chance for some damage out of those storms if you get one of those stronger wind gusts overhead. That's possible. Best chance of rain, again, for Oklahoma City will be Friday, and look at the cooler temps. 80s on the way into portions of your weekend. Lows will drop into the mid-60s. Then the heat builds. That's your 9-day. We're coming right back after this break.